Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1947 Royal Quiet De Lixe vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper, and the margins are located behind this foot panel. You just push them and move them like that on the ends. I'm going to set this left one around 0 and the right one around 80. That's about the length of the page. Let's go 85-ish. This has Elite typeface, prints 12 characters per inch, so it's a little bit smaller font than your typical Pika. This is your paper bell that sits on top. It's got 2 adjustable rollers. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. You hit the blind space, get you back to the beginning. It skips 1 or 2 spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip that switch forward there. It skips 2. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. And as you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line to switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip that to the left, it prints the bottom portion of the ribbon, which is red. In the middle, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black, and you move it all the way over to the right. It doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. So we're going to move that to the left to print red. Beautiful typing machine. This is one of the most iconic typewriters ever made because it was used by Ernest Hemingway. This model was his specific model that he considered his favorite typewriter and wrote a few of his classics on. The print is really nice on these, and just the functioning overall just is the only word I could just explain it. It's just like classic, iconic style typewriter. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip it forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page or else it won't load correctly. Gonna put that in the middle for now. Shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the top left works great. Tab on the top right. This has manual tab set, so you just flip this panel. Let's see. Sometimes they're behind the flip panel, but on this model they are right back here. Just like the margins, you kind of just put them where you want them, and then that's where when you hit that tab button, just stops at each one of those little tabs. Works good. Margin release below that. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. If you hit that margin release button, it will allow you to go all the way to the end. That works good. And open the hood, all the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling to the right clockwise. You want to switch that direction, you flip this switch here. It'll pull counterclockwise to the left. We want to keep it going to the right. Touch control in the middle. The farther you go to the right, the more tension there is. When you hit the keys, they do respond faster, but you have to hit them harder for them to print. I like it on low. On the right side, behind each knob, is the carriage release. Very smooth operation here on each side. Very nice. Also, I forgot to mention, this does have a magic margin on the left. So all that does is it sends the margin to wherever you are on the platen. So you just flip that forward and it sends that margin. You need a little oil. It works. Let's put some oil on that real quick. Got this Hobbs number 9 that I get from Amazon. Really good for typewriters. You never want to use WD-40 or anything like that. It'll basically total your typewriter and you have to take it apart, all the pieces. If you spray WD-40 on a typewriter on the internal mechanics, you'll have to take it, eventually you have to take it all apart to clean all that crap off and re-put it together. It's a pain in the ass. And the last function is this: you flip it forward and it disables the spacing. You flip it back and you get those clicks. And the same concept with this button on the end of the knob here. You push it in, you get those, it disables the spacing, and then you let it go and you get the clicks. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.